Check one, check two.
Thanks for coming out. This is the Gladden House. My name is Josh Antonuccio, and the Gladden House sessions are a partnership with the Nelsonville Music Festival, WOUB Public Media, and the Ohio University School of Media Arts and Studies. All of these sessions are being recorded and will be made available through the summer in the weeks after the festival, so please be sure to check them out online. We've had an amazing schedule so far, and we're really excited to have another fourth and last day of great programming for you. And that will begin now with Megan Wormz Bihn. Thanks for coming out.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Can we get some applause for our great artist? Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. So, it's interesting. From the very kind of beginning of the festival, one of the things I've heard kind of murmuring around is how great your set was at the No-Fi Cabin.
Thank you.
How many people caught that set that were here? One. Well, the rest of you are in for a treat. So.
I was the very first act in the No-Fi. People were still setting up their tents. We opened it up. It was great.
It was great. So I think a lot of people just kind of like swarmed where there was music, and you really made an impression.
Thanks.
So talk a little bit about your influences and kind of what has got you to this point with music.
I started music a little later in life. I was an environmental educator for a while, which gave me my winters off, and I started traveling, and I really fell in love with music and songwriting around campfires. And I have always looked up to folk writers, John Prine, Lucinda Williams, Iris DeMent, in that kind of vein. And I really fell in love with raw music around the campfire, playing together, and that has become an obsession that I have kept up with.
Yeah, so writing and recording, where have you been with that in terms of putting things out?
I have 2 albums with my band, Worms and the Decomposers, and the latest one, Grow, won the Ohio Music Award Americana Album of the Year last year, and I'm just starting more of a solo journey so I can tour more easily by myself, and I'm working on a solo album to put out and later in this year.
Yeah, so how long have you been just doing solo shows and performing?
I started playing about 8 years ago and started performing after that. I've been with Worms and the Decomposers for about the last 4 or 5 years and doing more solo stuff more the last 2 years.
Cool. So you have a future project you're kind of planning right now, solo project?
Yeah, and it's, I already have everything scratch-tracked out, and it's an album more inspired by travel and places. It's called A Sense of Place, and focuses on connection with certain places and the cultures and the people that make places unique.
Very cool. So you think we can get some songs off of that here today?
Yeah,
great.
Definitely.
Well, let's hear it.
All right. So I'll start with one from that collection. This one's a little closer to home. It's called Cincinnati, and I like to think about how rivers really connect us all. Like if we threw a raft out in the Hocking River, we could just keep going downstream, hit the Ohio River, hit the Mississippi, and end up in the bayou. So this one's called Cincinnati. You always dreamed we'd build a raft and float on down the Mississippi like Tom Sawyer and Huckleberry Finn. It never seemed quite attainable to me, but you said, baby, let's just start building. But I can never see that far away, and you could never stay that close to me. And I built a boat and I sailed on down the river. You built a boat, you took it all the way to New Orleans. I built a boat, but I got stuck in Cincinnati. Well, I'm never gonna be your Mississippi queen. I got a job and I've been working in a little cafe overlooking the waters of the Ohio. Sometimes I like to hear the blues down on the bayou. Sometimes I think maybe it's my time to go. can never see that far away, and you could never stay that close to me. And I built a boat, then I sailed on down the river. You built a boat, you took it all the way to New Orleans. I built a boat, but I got stuck in Cincinnati. Well, I'm never gonna be your Mississippi queen. Well, I can never live your dreams for you, and you could never make mine come true. You sold me a ticket, but you never really had me, 'cause you know I kinda like Cincinnati, yeah. Mississippi like Tom Sawyer and Huckleberry Finn.
All right.
So I'll play another one from that new collection. This one's about a very long distance relationship. How many people have been in a really long distance relationship? Yeah, I see some hands out there. It can feel very far away. It's called My Galaxy. I tried to write you, but the postman won't deliver outside of this atmosphere. So wish you'd reconsider coming back to town. Coming back down. So I set up the telescope out in the backyard. I've been checking out the Pleiades, Venus and Mars, but I don't see your face anywhere out in space. You used to be so close to me. You used to sleep in my bed, but I didn't need a telescope to see if you were in my galaxy. Anywhere close. So I look through the eyepiece, I'm finding Orion and the nebula in Sirius, and space debris flying and satellites. They all feel so close tonight. I turned the glass 2 degrees to the south just to catch you in the distance, walking right out of the Milky Way. 24,000 light years away. Oh, and you used to be so close to me. You used to sleep in my bed. Oh, and I didn't need a telescope to see if you were in my galaxy. Oh, you used to be so close to me. You used to sleep in my bed. Oh, now I'm gonna need a telescope to see if you're ever coming back to me. Anywhere in my galaxy. Sometimes I get choked up when I'm singing sad songs, and it's usually because I'm sad, not because I'm swallowing pollen in the air and there's like a bunch of cottonwood floating around. Almost got me. We got time for another one?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
All right. So I'll play one off my album Grow with my band Worms and the Decomposers, and that one's available at the merch tent. This is called The Frog Song. It's about a frog who gets cursed and turned into a beautiful woman. And then she has to kiss lots of people to try to turn back into a frog. And this goes out to everybody who was at that great bridge party last night outside the campground. Bridge party! Well, I wasn't always born this way. I looked so much different in my previous days. I used to be a frog floating in a pond somewhere. And then some witch came around, put me under a curse like some fairy tale. Told in reverse, she turned me into this two-legged blue-eyed gal. And now the only way, for the curse to be lifted is for me to do a little more kissing. So hop along, baby, hey, you might be the right one to kiss me, turn me back into a frog. Well, life on the pond, those were mighty good days, swimming around, soaking up the sun rays, listen to my kinfolk singing in the springtime. Well, I used to be an amphibian, and I was hoping you could help me change back again, and I could hop on home and be with my home kind. But now the only way, for the curse to be lifted is for me to do a little more kissing. So hop along, baby, hey, you might be the right one to kiss me, turn me back into a frog. Well, you look like a mighty kind man. I thought you would understand this interesting predicament I happen to have got myself into. It ain't nobody's fault, nobody blames you, but I'm asking you a tiny favor. Kiss me once under the shade here, and if it doesn't work, maybe you could just try again. It can't hurt to try it one more time, because the only way, for the curse to be lifted is for me to do a little more kissing. So hop along, baby, hey, you might be the right one to kiss me, turn me back into a frog. Oh, just kiss me, turn me back into a frog. It can't hurt to try it one more time, and just kiss me, turn me back into a ribbit, 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 ribbit.
All right.
Thank you.
Megan Wormz Bihn, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Josh.
This is great.
Thank you, guys.